For the teachers, I would begin with saying what I said at the beginning of part one, and that is, make use of the Our Covenant God book, have that close at hand, do some research early on. We also offer the quarterly in a digital format for students and teachers to grab a copy. You can have it on your phone, your laptop, carry that around with you so you can study at any time. But also specifically for the teachers, that teacher's guide is going to be really important in this next series. And I can't possibly say everything that needs to be said about a particular lesson in the lesson itself. So there's lots of extra in terms of how we answer those questions, the focus and the intent of those questions. So make use of those with the class. Read those carefully. Utilize them if the class is struggling with an answer. Utilize those in an appropriate way. So I would really emphasize that. And there's other just little tips that I would suggest. If you're a small class spread out over a big room, try to pull everybody in, even get around tables if you can, just to make it more intimate, more focused. I've picked up little tricks as I've watched other congregations doing Sabbath school. One congregation actually started with the reflect on it at the very end, saying, this is where we're going, this is what we're going to aim for, and sort of putting that out there in advance. I thought that was just a great idea. Other congregations I've been to have, especially when it's a big subject, and we're going to be tackling some of the most complex and important texts in all the New Testament on a fairly controversial subject when we talk about the law and the covenants among Christians in general, if not so much with our own church. And so some of these questions are really going to be profound. And if you want to assign questions to a small subgroup within your Sabbath school, or even a family, like the week before, and say, you guys really concentrate on that, come back with your answer. That's another thing I've seen that I think is just a little way to make the class more efficient and more productive and more of a blessing at the end.